Welcome back to Captivating Makeup. I'm your host, Emma.
Hi.
And today we are going to be looking at the Klarity Kosmetics So Mermaizing Palette. But before we get started, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you don't like my videos, I will see you on the way out. Bye. Alright, so Klarity Kosmetics, the So Mermaizing Palette. I did get this on a sale. It is a pressed pigment palette. And as you can see, it is very pastel. The shimmers, they are glittering, they're glowing. And I am going to do a look with this today. I have an idea of what mattes I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use this lower row of mattes. But I am between two of the shimmers. It's a pink and then a peachy shimmer. So we're going to work with the mattes first, and then hopefully by the time I finish with the mattes, the shimmers will start speaking to me. All right, so we're going to start with this yellow shade called Fantastic. I love the puns in this. Some people cringe, but I live for it. So we're just going to start with this inner corner. All right, so these are pastels. They are going to take a little bit of blending to get to where you want them to be. So right now they're not as bright, but hopefully if we build that up a little bit, as you can see, you can start to see that yellow color that I am wanting. As you can see, I'm not tapping off my brush because I want as much of that pigment as possible to follow me. And normally I would tap off more, but like I said, I'm trying to get that pigment. So the way you get pastels is you mix the color with white. Obviously, this is what is happening on the eyelid right here. All right, so I'm gonna take another brush, this Morphe one here, a little bit, it's tapered at the bottom, but it fluffs out a little at the top. And we're gonna go into this, oh, I just did my nail, no, of course I did. So I just dipped my nail in the See You Later color, which is what I was going to use next. Of course I just ruined my palette in one fell swoop. I love when I do that. Just adore when a plan just falls apart. So the pink is a little bit more pigmented, as you can see. It's coming on very bright. It will blend away, and you can blend it out, but it is more pigmented than that yellow color. So you see I'm not having to blend, pack on as much pigment as that last one. All right, now that we got these mattes on, well, at least these two, I'm going to use another Morphe brush. It looks like the first one Morphe brush I used, but it's a little bit more smaller. And then I'm going to dip it into this Long Time No See color, which is this peachy orange. So we're going to put some on that, and I'm going to put it in the middle right here. So I'm just going to kind of connect those two colors right there. All right, so that yellow is starting to blend with that peach color, and so is the pink. So you get a blend of all the colors together, but they don't look like they're separate, but they're not stark lines between the two colors. All right. I'm gonna dip back into the See You Later color just to blend that peach in a little bit more with the pink. And then, oh yes, I used a Singe beauty brush, the EO2, which is a little different. It's a smaller, fluffier brush. And that's what I used with Fantastic, which was that yellow color. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more yellow just to make sure that yellow blends in with the Long Time No See peachy orange. Now I have to pick the shimmer, and I don't know what shimmer to pick because I Washed Up Like This, which is this pinky shade that kind of shifts a little orange, and this Oh Ship shade, which is orange but goes a little blue, like a bluish green. And I want to put that somewhere here. And I don't know which one to use, so I'm going to take a moment, figure it out, and I'll be right back. All right, so I finally figured it out. And part of me wants to go with Oh Ship, but I Washed Up Like This is just one of those colors I love to go for, and I got to try it out. So I Washed Up Like This. We're going to tap into it. It's very emollient. They're very soft shimmers. So they will kind of goop around a little bit in the pan, so just be careful. They are a little bit more fragile than the pressed pigments. The pressed pigments definitely have a little bit of dust up. Nothing too bad. They are pastels. They are pressed pigments. They are what they are. So I'm going to start to put the shimmer on. So we're just going to start in the inner corner and move our way in. I'm going to dip in a little more. And it's not going on as well as I would have hoped for with a brush. So I'm going to take a finger. I'm just going to mix my hand. There we go. That looks a little better. And there we go. That's the pigmentation I am looking for. So we're just gonna tap her in with a finger. Now I'm getting the opacity I want compared to the brush. The brush was just picking up the sparkles, but not picking up the actual pigment that I wanted. All right. And then we're gonna take some more of that See You Later shade. And we're gonna blend that shimmer into the other side right here. Personally, I don't like using my fingers for shimmers just because I feel like I don't have as much precision as I do when I use a brush, because I feel like with a brush I can get it exactly where I want it instead of kind of having my fat finger mix around. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I think the first eye is almost done. All right, so I'm gonna get 3 different brushes for my under eye because I don't really want colors to mix. So I have 3 brushes that have this kind of tip. It's smaller, more detailed, a little densely packed. And I'm gonna take the first one, I'm gonna dip it into Fantastic. I'm gonna take this tape off. It is no longer required. Definitely made the tape too long. Was going way too far. All right, so we're gonna start in the corner and we're gonna pack that yellow shade on, that Fantastic. We're just gonna, the colors are blending well, which is good. And they are buildable. I'm not getting any problems with layering the colors, which sometimes I have problems with when they're not as pigmented. There we go. The yellow shade is on, and you do not need to use 3 different brushes for this. You can use a color switch or a paper towel and switch them off. I just want to use a bunch of different brushes today. So long time no see, that peachy color. We're going to start where that yellow ends, and we're going to blend outwards. We're going to build this color up a little bit because they are pastels, so they're not showing up as pigmented as I would like them to immediately. There we go. All right, and the peachy shade is on. And finally, the last brush is going into See You Later, and that is going to end this off. So I started at the tip right here and just worked my way down, so I didn't overcome that peachy shade when it was time to blend. All right, and then I'm just gonna blend those edges a little bit. We're gonna go long time no see. I feel like on the under eye, it is for some reason not blending as well as I would like it to. But the others are doing fine. The others are participating the same way that they participated when I first used them. All right, so I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm gonna get the rest of my face on, and then we'll talk. All right, the full face is done. I did try a new liner today. Well, not new in the market, but new to me. It is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Prance. It's this beautiful blue color. I have it in the waterline today, and I think it just adds a perfect pop to this sunshine, good morning look that I did. And I think the look is pretty good. It's a little warmer than I would typically go, being a fair, pale person with a cool undertone, but not bad. So the Mermaizing palette. I like it. I think it's a good summery palette that is going to really elevate those pastel summer looks because they are a little bit warm, as you can see. And if you don't like kick up, there is a little kick up. I got some in the pan. Let's see if I can show just a little bit right there. But you can just brush that off real quick. Nothing big. Unless you really just don't like fallout. The mattes are good. They glide on well. They blend well together. They're not causing any trouble. I don't see any fading so far. Then again, I haven't had it on very long, so we'll see how it wears throughout the day. And I do like the shimmers. They are very impactful. They got this little switch to them where they're a little pink, but then they're orange. And I do like that flip to them. I do not like that they are soft enough that I can't go in with a brush. I need to go in with my finger because I don't like how unprecise it is to dip my finger into my makeup, put it on my face, plus the oils get in my palette from my fingers, even if I just clean them, and I don't like makeup on my fingers. But the payoff is worth it. So if you don't mind sticking your fingers in the pan, then you can get great payoff from these shimmers. Just know that the brush is not going to be as impactful, and it's not going to pick up as much product. It's kind of going to slip and slide on your brush. So I will definitely have to try this out again for my own testing purposes, because there are some beautiful blues and greens in this palette that I would like to try out with some beautiful shifty shades. And I do want to try that Oh Ship, that peachy color with the blue sparkle in it. I passed up on it today because pinks are my weakness. Pink, pink, pink. If I don't like wearing it, but pink on my eyelids, pink on my face, my blush, anything like that, I am all over. Especially a baby pink with silver glitter in it, or rainbow glitter in it. Sign me up. But that is it for today. If you are looking at Klarity Kosmetics products, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Just know that there is going to be kick up in the pan and the shimmers are a little soft. But other than that, like, the look looks amazing and I'm not having any trouble with it. It blended perfectly and that eyeliner matched with the colors looks amazing. I cannot wait to pull this out definitely during the summer because I think I'm going to get a lot of good beachy looking looks. I may also have to actually go tan a little or get some color in my skin because as you can see, I am very pale right now and all the warmer products I use today are definitely sticking out for sure. A little out of my comfort range, but not bad. And the blush got carried away. But I was gifted with a heavy hand. So we're just going to roll. We're going to roll with the blush today. And the heavy-handed highlighter. That may be a little too deep for me, but I refuse to get rid of it because it's such a pretty peach shade. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Definitely go check out Klarity Kosmetics if you get a chance. And it was good to see y'all. Have a good day and bye.